I have failed, y'all. I have failed at a project, finally. I have failed at this bump out. So a few weeks ago, my fireplace finally came in. I was so excited to rip this box open and see if everything came in one piece. I actually bought this off of AliExpress, and the reason why is because I was looking for the fireplace from, some of the US websites, but it being a 3-sided fireplace, it didn't really have the size I was looking for. So I went ahead and looked on AliExpress, and I was able to find a 100-inch 3-sided fireplace, and of course I got one heck of a deal ordering it from there. What's up, guys? I am super excited because I have Alex here. He is working on the bump out in the house, and we're not just doing a bump out, we're actually going to do a bench on this side that continues, and it's going to continue on that side. So that means I need a new kitchen table. So another project that I'm going to have to do, but I'm really loving how it's turning out. We're going to have a fireplace that is resting on top of here, and the TV is going to move, and Alex is the guy. He's like really good at what he does. So I didn't trust myself to do this project. I think this was better to leave it to the professionals, and then I will do the actual Venetian plaster on the wall once the bump out is complete. Day 1 down. We've got part of the bench in. As you can see, the fireplace is right there. And tomorrow, Alex is gonna work on the other part of the bench. We're gonna cover up some speaker holes. And then it's drywall time. And once the drywall goes up, then I need to get my butt in gear and start figuring out what I'm gonna do as far as the design on the drywall. It's day 2 and the framing is finally complete, and you can see that there's an opening at the top that's a part of the design that I created for the bump out. And now Alex is working on putting the front of the bench on. Alex is moving super fast. We got the wood in, looks gorgeous. And I'm gonna go ahead and burnish the edge so that way we don't see any gaps in the wood. And I'm gonna stain the wood myself, but I'll probably wait until they're done putting up the drywall and then they prime the drywall, and then I'll get started on the staining. It's looking good. Today is drywall day. Can't wait. It's gonna be really cool. Can't wait to see this thing finished. Super excited. And especially once the fireplace comes together, it's gonna look really nice. So the holes from the speakers in the ceiling are finally covered up, and all the drywall is done. This indentation I had as a part of my design because I wanted to put like a nice piece of pottery or some design element up there above the TV. We decided to hang the TV as well because we were just too excited and just wanted to see what it looks like on the wall. But here you can see that I'm actually filling in all of the holes from the nails and any type of chips on the edge of the bench. I'm going ahead and filling that in so that I could get started on the staining process. But before I started staining, I had to make sure to sand everything down so it was nice and smooth. And of course, my lovely husband, he had to come and check out my work and make sure I was doing everything good. All right, guys, it is time to finally stain the bench. So that's what I'm about to do. I'm going to use a pre-stain before I go ahead and put the stain on. This is something that pretty much goes onto the bench to make sure that when I do stain it with the actual color that I want, that it's going to go on evenly. that's what I'm gonna start with. It's sanded, everything looks really good. You know, all the splinters and all the cracks and the holes, everything's been covered, and I sanded it last night. And so now it's time to move to the next step. I'm excited to see how it comes out. So I already did the pre-stain and my first color stain, and I really like the way that it's looking. I'm afraid to touch it further because I don't want it to be too dark. But you know, I don't want it to be as dark as the beams that I did. If you haven't seen that video, make sure to check it out. It's the same stain that I have on my frame, and with the frame, it looks slightly darker, but I just don't want to mess up what's going on. I really think it looks good. And so I'm thinking that I might just rub it with this rag just to maybe just make it slightly richer, but I don't want to go too dark because I'm satisfied with the color that it came out with. So one more time. So after the painters came the next day and did the accent walls and painted the bump out, we finally got the chance to put the fireplace together. And that was super exciting because we got to actually see what the three-sided fireplace would look like with the glass in and the logs and all the little itty-bitty glass pieces. So it finally gave it like that finished look. All right, guys, today is a new day and the bump out is complete. It's primed, it's ready to go. I can actually start doing my artwork on it. I'm gonna be doing a Venetian plaster design to it to make it look like marble or stone. And I spoke to one of my friends that is very experienced in Venetian plaster. Hayden, this one is for you. This is my first time doing it, but you said, because I'm an artist, I got it. So I'm gonna believe that I got it, even though I'm a little nervous and I've never done Venetian plaster. I'm gonna give it a shot. Okay, so before I get started, you might be wondering why Venetian plaster, or what exactly is Venetian plaster? Well, Venetian plaster is a very expensive in comparison to regular plaster finish that you could do on the wall that looks really shiny and it has a lot of depth. So with Venetian plaster, there is marble dust or limestone dust combined with the plaster, where regular plaster is just with gypsum. And it can have somewhat of a sheen to it if you keep going over it, but with Venetian plaster, it has such a shine that you would definitely think that it's marble. So with it being such a beautiful finish, I thought that would be a really great look for our bump out. So this is the Venetian plaster. It was like, I want to say around $150 for a 2-gallon bucket. So I got to make sure that I use it well. When you get Venetian plaster, it's like a 2 to 3 part process. I'm going to start out with a thin layer, and then I have to wait 24 hours for that layer to dry. And then the next day I'm going to do a second layer, and that's when the artistic aspect of doing the Venetian plaster comes in. First step, let me open this up. All right, so this is definitely darker than I thought, but I think it's because it's wet. I'm sure it's gonna dry lighter. But this is 2 gallons worth. I'm just gonna take out some of it and put it in this trough so I can work in sections. Day 2, putting on the second coat, which is going to cover up all the patches that I missed and make it a little bit thicker. And now I'm finally gaining a technique, because of course when you try something for the first time you're really slow, but I think I'm gonna get through it a little bit faster now. Alright guys, today is the day that I'm supposed to get artistic with it and actually paint the granite or marble look on the wall. I am definitely nervous because this is going to be my first time doing it with Venetian plaster, but I just got to attack it. I just got to move forward and go ahead and do it, and I think it's going to turn out good. So wish me luck. So I pretty much sketched what I want to do on the wall. I feel like that's the best way to attack it, so I just don't go in blindly. I know that I want to make sure to strategically put the paint in different places so that it looks nice and even and it doesn't look crazy. The TV is really big, so it covers up a huge portion. So I want to make sure that a good amount of it is sticking out on the outside of the TV, so that way it's not a big waste of time. So this is what I got going on. I'm gonna try to sketch this on the wall real quick so I can get started, and at least I'll know where to place the paint. So after adding all the colors that I wanted to the wall, I started to paint the veining on the plaster to kind of give it that realistic look of what granite or marble would look like. And you know, I was starting to have doubts. I can't lie. I was having doubts. I wasn't sure how I was feeling about it, but I just kept going with it because I said, you know what? When you do projects, sometimes they don't look so good in the beginning, and you just got to keep going and hopefully it will turn out. I mean, that's how it's happened to me in the past, and then things ended up working out, so I just kept pushing through. But unfortunately, I wasn't happy. I'm really bummed because now I'm gonna have to sand down this whole wall because I'm just not feeling how this is looking. I just put so much time and effort into this design, and I just am not feeling it. I feel like it's just too much going on, and now I have to sand it all. I'm so bummed. I have failed, y'all. I have failed at a project. Finally, I have failed at this bump out. I think this was one of the hardest projects I ever experienced because I rarely mess up, or at least if I do mess up, I come back and I do even bigger and better. And this time I just felt like a complete failure, and I was very frustrated, not only because I felt like I didn't accomplish what I wanted, but I wasted a lot of time, and I wasted $150 worth of Venetian plaster. So I just ended up going with the color of the Venetian plaster and just keeping it simple because I wanted to achieve that marble look but not have it look so busy next to my block painting. This was definitely a humbling experience for me because I normally get my projects on the first try, but I think that I'm going to actually revisit doing Venetian plaster on a different project, and I'm going to do a lot more research just so that I can nail it. After sanding down the entire bump out, I ended up doing another 2 coats of plaster, and then on my final coat is when I burnished it so that it gave that nice shiny marble look. Alright guys, here is the final reveal. Now I know this wasn't what I intended artistically, but in my eyes, this was still a success because I got my fireplace and my bump out. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and follow me on all my social media channels. Thanks for watching!